Hi everyone, I just want to go through a couple of sections again on the client referrals website. Just a couple of things. The first thing is up here on the client referrals tasks. As I was going around today, I was demonstrating to a couple of you how to use this, and I have a task in here that I'm not sure if I showed you how to actually delete. But just to note, when you actually get a task, it is now listed over here in My Tasks, and all you have to do is click on it and open it, and you can see your task over there. Okay, so that's just information that comes from there. Because I'm logged in as me, it obviously is showing my tasks. Now, to delete that task, you go into Client Referrals Tasks. You'll see the task in there. Now, that was only a test task, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to delete it. So delete it, and once it is deleted, you can see it actually goes over to the recycle bin. It doesn't get deleted. So just in case you delete something by mistake, you can go into the recycle bin. And you can actually click on that task again, or whatever document it was, and you can restore it to the place where it came from, computer knows, or you can delete it completely. In this case, I'm going to delete it completely. So that is completely gone now. So I use my breadcrumb back up here to go back to client referral site. Okay, so that's your tasks. The next thing is down here at client contact referrals. These are the headings that have been put in by Brian, but these can be changed by you. You just need to basically send Brian that URL in one. So if one of you decides to send him an email and say, Brian, I wonder could you change possibly the titles of these columns, you can change that title perhaps to email address or to mobile phone number or whatever. So if you have 4 or 5 or 6 different columns there, just give him the titles and he can change those for you. So the third area is basically over here in Client Referrals Documents. In here is your documents. So a few of you mentioned that you may have a couple of particular documents that you share on a shared site like a Groove or a LiveMesh or something. You can actually store them in here now because you all have access to this page. And you can create a document that is suitable for storing between all of you. So what you can do is, in here at the moment, if you check, you can actually just double click on that, which is a short PowerPoint, and how to set your client referral alerts. How you can actually alert each of the web parts so that you know if someone updates it and is assigning a task, or someone has updated a document for you. So, okay, first of all I need to do is, what I want to do is I am going to upload an Excel document into there. This could be a list of contacts, it could be anything really, whatever files that you need to share between yourselves. It could be an Access database. So in this case I'm going to put this document in here and select OK. Okay, so that document has gone in, and because I'm signed in as myself, my name is assigned to it and the date and the time that I put the document in. Now, because you are a SharePoint site, and remember SharePoint sites were developed for offices for admin sites initially, and primarily for SharePoint, for people who were sharing documents between themselves. And a number of key features were developed, and one of these is called checking in and checking out. And basically, checking out is similar to taking a book out of a library. You're checking that book or that library, that document out of the library, and it means that no one else can access it. Now, what you can actually do here is, I have a document here called Training Class. This could be a document that I want to amend, but I don't want perhaps Bernie over in ALS to open it at the same time and also amend it. What you can do when a document is checked out, you can see it prior to the previous changes being made on it. So you can actually view it, but you'll know it's checked out. So, and I'm going to go through these steps with you. So in this case, I'm going to pretend that I'm Eilish now, and I'm going to check this document out because I don't want anyone else making changes to it whilst I am working on it. So I simply select my drop-down menu, check out that document, I select OK. Once Eilish checks that document out, this little green arrow appears on this document. And as I said, this applies to everywhere in SharePoint, and everyone, you will get used to looking for these little arrows. As soon as you open it, it's just natural. You'll just notice it. And you will know that this document has been checked out by someone, and just by resting your mouse on top of it, you will see who it's checked out to. Okay, so when I rest my mouse up on here, course it's not working. There it is there. Training class checked out to Rosaline Lawler. So you can, in effect, know that she has it. Okay, so you can keep an eye and you can check back in 10-15 minutes, 15, 20, half an hour. If it's still checked out an hour later, so you may want to send her a phone call saying, what are you doing with that form? I need to work on it. Check it back in again. So in this case, I'm Ailish and I've checked it out before I open it. So I've checked it out. All I simply do is double click on it to open the document up. My Excel database is opened up and I'm going to make a change on it. I'm going to make a very small change here. Sorry, it just keeps coming up. I'm going to take back to sale. I have made a change. Now, one other thing to note. We all operate with Windows XP in Meath VEC, but if any of you go on to SharePoint at home and you happen to have Vista on your personal PCs or your laptop, SharePoint, not Meath VEC, but SharePoint has a compatibility issue when it comes to saving and closing documents. So what I'm saying to you is, when you save, when you make any changes in and you're working on Vista, it is very important that you don't go over here and save, because if you do, it creates a second version. So in general, whether you're working on Millennium or XP or whatever version you're working on and you've edited and made a change, I would say get into the habit of coming over here and closing your document and making the changes in that way. And in that way you will not create double versions of documents. So I'm simply going to close my window down. I have made a change. Do I want to save the changes? Yes, I do. Now, the message is, other users cannot see your changes until you check it in. Okay, so in this case, if I really wanted to see the document before the changes were made, I could see it, but I can't see now what Ailish has done until she checks it in. Do I want to check it in right now? Yes, I do. And I can put in a version if I want. I can put in a date. Generally you don't have to. You can select OK. You can decide that amongst yourselves. When I do that, you can see what happens to the green arrow. It says back to the server, and now I can see that that document has automatically been checked back in. The green arrow is gone. It is now free for everyone to use. And whoever, if that was Ailish there that just updated, her name would appear there as being the last person to update that document. Okay? So that's basically checking in and checking out, or checking out and checking in a document. Happens businesses planning, and you'll find yourselves using it a lot more than perhaps subject associations and so on. Okay, so I go back to my client referrals section and I'm back to my main page. So again, because I deleted that task in there, it's gone. And if I want to go into client contact referrals, there was a sample one there. Delete it because it was only a sample. Select OK. And back to client referrals. Okay, so that's basically the main page. If you have any problems or queries, you can email myself or Brian on it. Thanks a million. Bye.